So what's the topic for today? So the topic for today is HTML attributes. Okay, HTML attributes. So as I already told you in the beginning of this particular course that HTML is not case sensitive. So anything you can just write in lowercase or uppercase or in camel case, it doesn't matter. But it is important that you follow because the W3C consortium itself, okay, so World Wide Web Consortium itself is um, asking you or it's recommending you to actually follow the lowercase because the next versions of this particular HTML and all that follow the strict rules of case sensitivity. So that's the reason even though HTML is not case sensitive, but the later ones that are coming your way are case sensitive. So it is good that you follow this lowercase kind of thing. And syntax is not so very strict in HTML. Even if you don't give closing tags, sometimes maybe it is not, it will not bother you. But sometimes it do bothers you. Okay, so to get correct results and the way you wanted it to appear on your web page, if you just want things to work the way that you want to, then it is important that you follow the rules. Okay, right. And so let us understand what is meant by an attribute. HTML elements do have attributes. Okay, so HTML elements can have attributes. Okay, so can have attributes. And what do attributes do? Okay, so whenever you give attributes in the elements, what do attributes give you? Attributes provide special information or they give you additional information. Okay, so additional information about the element. Say it is like paragraph, the attributes of the paragraph give additional information about the paragraph element. Okay, so what do they do? So they give you additional information about the element. Okay, so they give you additional information about the element. Right. Okay. So where I need to give the attributes in the elements. So I need to give the attributes in the start tag. Okay. So I need to specify. So let me put it this way. So I need to specify attributes. I need to specify the attributes in the start tag. The start tag of the element, in the start tag of the element. Okay, so this is a rule like thing. And how are the attributes mentioned? Okay, so attributes are mentioned as a name and the value pair. Okay, so how they are mentioned? They're mentioned as name value pair, so which can look like name is equal to, so I can say name is equal to, so I can say, give the value something like this. And you can see the quotes over here for the values. So I have given the value in quotes, in double quotes especially. You can also use single quotes, you can use double quotes. You may not use quotes as well, but as I already have mentioned in the beginning, that it is important that you follow the syntax rules. So putting it in quotes is not mandatory as of the language is concerned, but putting it in quotes is needed for the better kind of programming or better kind of writing the code. So let me start off with the first attribute. The first attribute is that I'm going to discuss is the href attribute. Okay, right. So I'm making it lowercase. So this is the href attribute. So as you can see, like href attribute is like referring to something, right? So it is like hyperlink. H stands here for hyperlink. So this is an attribute which you can find it in the anchor tag. Okay, so you'll be finding it in the anchor tag. What is an anchor tag and how it looks like? Anchor tag looks like this. Okay, it's simply a. Okay, so it's simply an a, and I'll be putting this a inside this particular the angular brackets. So this has become the anchor tag. Okay, so this is the anchor tag, HTML anchor tag. And inside, and what is the purpose of this anchor tag is that it defines a hyperlink. Okay, so it defines a hyperlink. So let me just tell you what is a hyperlink. I'll take you to Google and I'll tell you what is a hyperlink. So I'm opening Microsoft Edge over here. And I'm typing Google. Okay. So I hope everybody can see the Google homepage. Can you see the Google homepage, girls?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So I'm typing in SVECW over here. So I just have typed SVECW. So you can see that. So there is welcome to SVECW over here, right? And there is some URL here, HTTPS and something over here. What is the color of this welcome to SVECW?
Pink.
It is a bit purple, right?
Purple, ma'am.
Yeah. And what is the color of this placement details?
Blue, ma'am.
Yeah, it's blue,
Blue,
right?
ma'am.
Okay, right. So if I just click on, say for example, I'm clicking on the courses. Okay, so this is nothing but the anchor tag. Okay, so as I hover my mouse on it, okay, so I have bought my mouse and I'm hovering it on this particular courses. So as I hover it on this particular courses, you can see that there is an underline that is appearing below it, right? If I click on it, I will be navigating or I will be going from this particular page to the courses page. Okay, so I'm going from one web page to another web page, and that web page will be holding the information regarding the courses. Okay, so say for example, I'm clicking on it. Okay, so I have clicked on this particular courses. As I clicked on it, you can see that it has navigated me. It has taken me to a page which is courses page. So you can see here that the page is relating to the content that it has displayed there as a title. Okay, right. So when I come back, okay, so I don't want to stay on this page. I have grabbed all the info that I wanted from this particular page and I'm coming back to the previous page. So I came back. Once I came back to the previous web page, what is the color of these courses now?
Purple, ma'am.
Purple.
It is purple.
Purple, ma'am.
So now you can just make out the difference between being blue and being purple. What is the difference? So unvisited link is underlined and it is blue. So this placement's details is unvisited, right? I haven't gone to this particular web page. So it is an unvisited content. Okay, so unvisited is in the blue and it is underlined. So this anchor tag, is having an attribute, right? So how I'll be writing that attribute and what is the name of the attribute? The name of the attribute is href. And you can observe that I am writing this href in the start tag of anchor tag. Href is equal to, okay? So href is equal to, so this is the hyperlink and what is the reference? Okay, so ref refers to reference. So what is the web page that you want to navigate to? And say for example, here I want to go to HTTPS. So I'm giving the URL of Sri Vishnu website. So I'm saying www.svecw.edu.in. I think that's the address of the web page. So you can see, right? So I have given this particular web address over here in href. Okay, that's it. I'm closing the tag. After this particular anchor tag, okay, so I have given this reference and then after this I'll be giving the element content. Okay, so what is the element content? What should be shown and what should be made as hyperlink? In the previous case, what is shown and what is the hyperlink? So here courses, right? So this is what I'll be writing over here. Okay, so I am writing SVECW website. So if you want to visit SVECW website, just click on this. Okay, so I'm making this SVECW as a hyperlink, and when somebody sees it, if they click this, they will be going to this particular web page. Okay, so that's the element content, and then I'm closing the anchor tag. So this is how you give an attribute. I'll show this in practicals to you now. So let me save this. So I'm just saving this on the desktop and I'm naming it as anchor. Okay. So I'll say anc.html. Okay, right. So you can see as I have saved it. Okay, so let me open it. I have launched it. Okay, so can you see this, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you
ma'am.
see this? Okay. So you can see how it is. This SVECW website, how it is. It is underlined, right? Is it underlined?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It is
ma'am.
underlined. Okay. So you can see as I come on top of it, it is asking me to click on it, right? It is giving me a facility to click on it. So this is what is called as hyperlink. Okay. So this is what is called as hyperlink. So let me just click on it and see what will happen. So I just clicked on it. Can you see like it has become red and underlined?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have seen it, right? So that means that it is active. So I am clicking on it. Okay, so it is like there are three colors here that we need to understand. The first one is blue, which represents that it is unvisited link, and which is underlined in blue. And when you visit a web page, and so at least once, then it becomes purple. It turns purple and it is underlined. And when you are hovering it, okay, so when you are clicking on it or when it is in active state, then it becomes red. Okay, all right. So as I clicked on it, you can see that it has taken me to the home page of SVECW website. Okay, so what happened actually, I have navigated from my website to another website, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
This is what happened. So hyperlink is that. So you can create a hyperlink but in this particular way. Okay. So I hope everybody understood this.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Right. Sometimes, sometimes what happens is like coming to the particular URL that I'm giving over here in Href. So generally what happens is like, let us discuss about the URL over here. So the URL can be of two types. Okay, so the first is absolute URL. The first one is absolute URL, and the second one is the relative URL. Okay, so the first one is the absolute URL, and the second one is URL. What is the URL? This part that I mentioned. HTTPS, this one. Okay, so this is the URL, right? So the URL can be of two types. The first one is absolute URL and the second one is relative URL. So what is meant by absolute URL? Absolute URL means that you are navigating to a completely another website. Okay, so you are taking you're going outside your website. Okay, so you're navigating completely to another website. Okay, right, so that is called as absolute URL. And the second one is relative URL. Relative URL means that it points to a file. Okay, so it can point to a file within your particular website. Okay, so within the website that you have created. Okay, so within the website. So what I have shown you here in terms of SVECW, this is nothing but the absolute one. Okay, but once I am trying to click on something over here inside this SVECW, which is nothing but the relative one. So I
Relative.
hope you understood that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So say for example, this is SVECW
Yes, ma'am.
website. So I have this campus hostels, right? So when I click on this campus hostels, I'm within the SVECW website. So this is giving the relative URLs. Okay, right. So but when I navigate from SVECW website to maybe JNTU Kakinada website, then that is giving like absolute URL. I think I made you understand this absolute and relative thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. So generally what happens is sometimes maybe whenever you give your absolute URLs, maybe that website may not be available. So you need to be careful whenever you're giving absolute URLs because that website is not under your control. Okay, so you don't know whether the website is still working or not. Maybe when you created this web page, maybe that website is active, but maybe later on they just removed it from the server and all that. So whenever you're putting such kind of absolute URLs, you need to be very careful. Okay, so you need to make it a point that it is still working and it still takes you to that particular information. So why people uses a website? People uses a website to grab some information, right? Why you are using Vishnu website? You are using it to grab certain information regarding placement details, or you want certain course information, the fee structure, or campus hostels available. So you want certain information. So this is like a notice board where the information is hosted and you're just trying to get some information. So this clicking of the hyperlinks also take you from one web page to another web page by giving you certain information. Okay, so you need to be careful whenever you're giving this absolute URL. Relative URLs, anyway, it will be within your website, so that will not do any harm. Okay, right. So the second, so this is the first attribute that I have